do you think Morris came here? I mean, obviously you've said
Why did he
something,
come
yes.
here? Well, he certainly saw an advertisement for it. I think it was in the Times. And he was looking for a place for his wife in the country because she was having this love affair with Rossetti, wasn't she? And Morris, being the most understanding and, I think, compassionate of men, I think he probably knew that if he gave Jane her head, as it were, with this love affair with Rossetti, I think he knew it would eventually burn itself out, which it did, of course, after 4 years, because, as you know, Rossetti became quite ill, paranoid, in fact. In fact, he used to scare the village people quite a bit. The fishermen of the village used to come down to fish, you see. I would assume on a Saturday or Sunday morning. And he'd sit on the fence outside and frag the living daylights out of them. And they complained to Jane that he was a bit of a nuisance. So she then realised he was ill. And I'm sure you know as well as I do, she wrote off to friends and they came and took him away.
What did he do to scare them? Was it just his presence or did he say things? Do you know?
Oh, yeah, I think he used to shout at them. Probably very rude things. He certainly scared them. All this is in print and anybody can read it, but because I'm so interested in Jane and William and being a guide, I knew all about the love affair and so on and so on, but I was always convinced that Jane herself realised what a wonderful man her husband was as time went by. And I'm convinced that they had a good, stable marriage eventually. And one of the things I used to quote in my talk, was every evening, I think this was written by a gentleman who came down to discuss the illustrations for a book with William Morris. And he wrote in his diary about his weekend here. And he said, in the evening, after supper, when the lamps and candles were brought up, Mr. and Mrs. Morris retired to a little table in an alcove, and there they played draughts, as is their wont. Now, that's such a lovely little picture, a little domestic picture. And that's one of the examples I used to quote to back up my thought that I was certain that that was a good marriage in the end. And when he died, you know, she was very, very genuinely distressed. And she said, among other things, he taught me everything I know.